Hi, I am Shavannia Williams. This is Heels and Helmets, where we break down sports to help ladies get in the game of business and win. Last week, after I posted our video discussing the rivalry between Michigan and Michigan State University, I got a lot of questions about what Heels and Helmets. So before I get started today, just want to talk about what we do and why we do it. Heels and Helmets helps ladies understand sports for business. I have recognized how sports connects people and also helps people in their business activity. So I'm just helping women learn about sports so that they can leverage it for business. We do a lot of fun activities, including our Football for Business workshop, golf clinics, and some enlightening discussions like our panel with the NCAA and former NFL players about the student athlete recruiting process. Each week I'm going to give you all the sports numbers to help you join the banter at the office about sports, and we will talk about one major event or game that week. So today, let's get to the numbers this week. Our first number is 25,000. LeBron James, who is a forward with the Cleveland Cavaliers, joined the 25,000 point club earlier this week. It's a huge feat, and that brings me to our second number. LeBron did it in just 13 seasons. I know that there are a lot of Black Mamba fans out there, so you LeBron fans, have a little advantage on this point because Kobe did it in 14 seasons. And this is really significant because LeBron is not a scorer. It's actually something that he is criticized for. He passes the ball a lot. Kobe is a scorer, and he still took longer to do it. He was also a little older. Kobe was like 31 and a half when he reached that point, and LeBron has not reached his 31st birthday yet. Moving on to our third number. The third number is 31. Steph Curry, a guard with the Golden State Warriors, is off to an incredible start. Since the league opened its season last week, Steph has not scored less than 25 points. Last night, when it looks like they were going to get their first loss of the season, he scored 31 points, and they remain undefeated. Now, for our fourth number. The number is number 1. It is because that's the number that Cam Newton wears. I do not know if you watched Monday Night Football this week, but it was a messy and late one. Went into overtime. But Cam, being the rock star that he was, helped his team remain undefeated, the only undefeated team in the NFC and number 1 in that conference. He was also the number 1 overall pick in his draft class. So that's why our fourth number is number 1. Our last number is for college football. College football playoff rankings came out for the first time this week. And to my surprise, the Florida Gators were number 10. I cannot believe it. Because Alabama, also a conference mate, is number 4. Let me explain why this is just so shocking to me. Alabama lost to Ole Miss. They lost 43-37. Florida Gators pummeled Ole Miss 38-10. So while they both have lost a game, when you look at how they played against Ole Miss, there's just no question about who performed better. Florida's loss was against LSU. LSU is undefeated and ranked number 2. And Florida only lost to LSU by 2 points. So how in the world is Alabama ranked above Florida? I'm thinking about my nephew right now. That's just weird. With that said, my game of the week, this is a must-watch game, is Alabama and LSU. Not only is this about the SEC West, it's also to help us with the conversation about who is better between Florida and Alabama, because they will not play each other during the regular season. It's possible that they could meet up in the SEC Conference Championship game, but we will not be able to judge them in the regular season. So we have to look at how they play against the same opponents. We already know Florida lost to LSU. So what will Alabama do against LSU? That's the game we'll be watching. Be sure to follow us on Twitter so you can see how we're watching the game and what we think about it. All of you Tigers and Bama fans, I definitely want to hear from you all and see pictures about what's happening at the game and your game watching parties. Today is Thursday. We call it Tailgate Thursday at Hills and Helmets. So please send us your recipes or tag us in pictures on Instagram of your favorite dishes at tailgate parties. We're going to look through them and see who has the best recipe for tailgate. And I am going to send one of our nice little I Am a Playmaker t-shirts to the person who has the best recipe. During this time, I'm also going to take a look at the comments from our previous videos and answer them or reply to those comments. So let's look at some of the comments from last week's video. Okay, Eric Hamilton says, the loss last week must have hurt real bad. Yada, 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 your stats. The Detroit Lions have won nearly as many championships as the Patriots and more than the Seahawks Cowboys. Yet, Lions don't brag about that stat. Why? Because it's old news. Eric, I'm not discussing all of college football. I was merely replying to Jamel Hill talking about the Michigan State rivalry. The numbers don't lie. Michigan owns Michigan State, not the other way around. What else do we have here? Marcus Moore, very well scripted and delivered. Information is drenched in bias, selective, misrepresented facts. You are a beautiful, intelligent woman, and I'm sure you are successful in all you do. However, you use quite a bit of time and energy to deliver the same old rhetoric. Marcus, facts are facts. I cannot misrepresent facts. Again, the record shows Michigan owns the overall record when it comes to the Michigan State rivalry. That's all I was discussing, not all of college football. I recognize that you all have had some recent success, and I congratulated you on it. 8 out of 9 season. But that brings up another fact. You all have never beat us more than 4 times in a row. A lot of catching up to do, but congratulations again on your recent success. Who else? Let's look at this person. I do love the quality UM education. Wins more than 100 years old over the Michigan School for the Deaf, blah, blah, blah. National championship since 1950, UM 1, MSU 6. Again, we're only talking about Michigan State rivalry. And the numbers do not lie. Michigan owns the overall record. Okay, that is all we have for this week. Thank you for watching. Please join me live next week on Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll give the numbers for the week again, go over a major game or event in sports, and we'll talk about more prizes. I am Shavannia Williams with Hills and Helmets. Game on. Bye.